Help, I failed to defend Longfellow's cabin. It suffered damage. Well, I guess we got to go up there. My strategy is to put down so much defense that the attacks just don't have a chance. And I think I've been blowing these people off. I come here and I don't go on the dock. I don't talk to the mayor. I don't talk to the dipshit angry man. I just blow them off. There's his cabinet right there. Clean water mod. Yeah, so I think I didn't put enough defense down here when I originally built this place. Okay. Well, I can see what's been damaged, the water. Okay, we lost a Tato. Another Tato. A well. Maybe some carrots. Okay. 3 people, 3 food, 3 water. Yeah, 20 defense. That's not enough. Okay, so here's the hot chick. Let's talk to her. This is Longfellow. So I'm not sure how to take that. I'm not sure how to take that. And whatever you two are doing here, I'm cool with it. I think she wears the pants in the relationship, though. So defense. Defense. Well, that was a good place for it right there. There's just not enough of it. Let's see what we can do with that. These. These. Can I get up? I need to get up there. Advanced missile turret. That one was broke. Okay, so let's Let's try to center this. Why? Oh, really? No, you're not floating. Oh, I can float when I build. Really? This is how it's going to be? I think this is how it's going to be. Which way are these things going? Let's have them go the long way. Yeah, the long way. What the hell does the long way mean? That way. That way. One more group of 3. You can do it. That's why. Just barely clipped right there. We'll take it. Defense. Over the years, I've had some really good mods. What do we got in here? Okay, well, we got a big set of mods, but ooh. Alien combat. Okay, I know that one. Okay, and then yeah, this one. No. This one needs power. This one does not. Here it is, the chain gun that does not need power. Okay, so where are they coming from? Over there? And I ran out of fiber optics. We got a cure for that. So much shit. As you were. One more. Defense 550. So after you've played this game as much as I have, closing in on 4,000 hours, over 3,500. Protecting your settlements gets to be extremely grindy. And you seem to be doing nothing but protecting your settlements, and you don't get to, I don't get to do what I want to do, which is build. Build, 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 and rebuild. Oops. I have to take a short break. I meant to do that. Don't tell my wife. I meant to surprise her by having fresh brownies made. I'm going to put up my break screen. This is probably going to take 5 minutes because I'm good at this shit. Boxed brownies, right? How hard can it be? 5 minutes. Okay. Ooh, brownies. Yeah, don't tell her. It's, you know, life's little pleasures like that. She loves brownies. Now, she's got to get up really early tomorrow for work at home, but she don't care if I wake her up at midnight, 3 in the morning. If I bring in a plate with a warm brownie on it, she'll wake up just to eat a warm brownie. Oops, punch the microphone with a right cross. Now, she does, but her twin sister is worse. Her twin sister's daughter brings a friend home, and the friend somehow they went into the cupboard to get a snack. And the friend looks in the cupboard, and she's like, "What is this? A brownie store?" She's got like 50 boxes of brownies. Literally 50, maybe 100, I don't know. Two shelves, several feet long, all full of brownies. She just when she buys them, she buys out the whole store. And she'll often eat a box of brownies a day. That's that's not healthy, but that's what she does. But she's not a crack addict or an alcoholic. So, we all have our vices. Hers may be brownies, unhealthy diet. Yeah, it could be worse. And I wouldn't call her morbidly obese. I mean, overweight, yeah, but not a whole lot less overweight than almost everybody else, except for those that somehow remain thin. But when you're as old as we are, you know, when they were young, they were like aerobics instructors and ballet dancers, but, you know, you don't do that into your 50s and 60s and 70s. Pretty, for the most part, I don't know. Okay, so don't leave a ramp because the bad guys will run up the ramp. Yeah, scrap that scaffold. Now, the only other thing I'd like to do is I like to make things look structurally feasible. Shit floating in the air like this. I prefer not to do that. Let's see, maybe the barn has a better one. Oh, come on. These things are supposed to like snap too. Oh, come on. That works for me. That works. I like that. Can we do it again? It didn't snap too. I used to have a mod that let me place anywhere. It's a very dangerous mod, though. And as much as I love it, you can't make a mistake with it. Like my reticle, if I left it pointing at a building and I evoked the place anywhere, I forget exactly how it used to go. It would take the building, part of the building, and start rotating it. Let's say you're in well, I was at Egress Tour Marina. Egress Tour Marina. And my reticle was pointing at one of those brick buildings. And those brick buildings aren't meant to be scrapped, even with a scrap everything mod. 10 pines. Might be in trouble here now. Yeah, I had to make room. And my reticle was pointing at a part of the building, and it started to rotate that part of the building. And I had a mess. I didn't realize it was rotating. And when I got out of it, a big part of the building was out of position. I did the same thing once to Red Rocket. I shifted the whole building over 2 or 3 feet. So all the posters that were on the walls were all now 2 or 3 feet out, floating in midair. Everything that I had up against the wall was now either, depending on which direction on the wall it was now clipping through the wall or outside. It was just a real shithole mess. So I wonder, can I put the turret back? Boy, this is really handy, this flying stuff. But you got to get used to maneuvering. Come on, you're green. There you go. Like say I wanted to plant a line of corn right here. As I back up, I get higher and higher and higher, and the corn starts floating. So you got to reposition yourself, reposition yourself, reposition yourself at the just a small price to pay, I suppose. I guess like now I got to just go to the ground and then look up. I try to play a vertigo friendly game. A lot of people get motion sick watching people play these games. I'm one of them. Somehow in the last couple years, I've gotten very sensitive to it. People go around swinging their, doing this kind of stuff, and I can't watch it. That's why when you see me play, I'm moving slowly like this. I don't run full speed. I'm not running and gunning and going crazy. I've thought of advertising my stream as vertigo friendly. Well, let's see. Oh, and it remembers where I was? Oh, you got it. Yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't going to work. That's okay. We'll just, you know. Oh no, we only got 750 defense now. Oh no. Okay, 10 pines. Really? 10 pines. Oh, we got to go back. So back to the brownies. What? Defeat the ambush. Can't see him. Boy, that's a slow fire. That's a slow fire. I don't like that weapon. There's another one. Okay. Uh, I, well, that's the good thing about the missile launcher. All you gotta do is be close. All you gotta do is be. Did you kill the cat? You killed the cat, you motherfucker. Oh, oh. No, we're not. We're not doing that. Yeah, now I'm pissed. Well, those cats are cute. I remember the first time I found a dead cat at there's the phone ringing. It's 11:30 here, and that's a West Coast call coming to the East Coast. It's 9:30 out there. They just don't give a shit. They call it midnight, 2 in the morning. They just don't give a shit. I told her to start getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and calling them. My old lady gets up really early like that, 5 or 6. Anyway, back to the cab. Let's go see what's going on down here. Is that a trading Brahmin? So, Abernathy Farm. They've got Maisie the cat, or whoever, and it's always hanging out on the porch next to that workshop. And it got killed, but I didn't know it. And I went and I played a bunch of game time, and I came back and I found it dead. And I'm like, oh no, you got dead like hours ago. I just couldn't get myself to reload hours and hours back into my game just to keep the cat alive. And I didn't know the game well enough. I was hoping maybe it would respawn. I don't think it ever did. So I think what I'm going to do, try to draw their fire. Although, as soon as I go to Mikado's, okay, they're sending me. Okay, so I can, well, let's try this. Let's go back to the dock and get on the boat. Is the boat here? I fast traveled here, but I didn't. Oh, that's the boat right here. This is the boat. So now if I take the boat to the Commonwealth, they'll shoot at me while I'm out on the boat. Because the cat is up near the house, right? And as soon as I get there, I'll run off in a direction that will draw their fire away from the cat. And let's pick a weapon. Let's pick a weapon. Well, my best weapon is the missile launcher, but that creates collateral damage on NPCs. You can kill your NPCs. I'm not sure about the mines and the grenades either. Let's try the Gauss rifle because that's a killer. 230. Oh, 7 rounds at a time. Well, let's try it. And maybe if I stay on the boat, well, see how it goes. Okay. It won't let me. It won't let me jump yet. I'm assuming they're gonna spawn here again. Come on, it's time. Okay. So now I can draw their fire over here. And they're not going to be here. All that for nothing. All that for nothing. Or are they over there? Stop it. I saw a light over here. And I didn't think it. Yeah, okay, it was that. Okay, well, let's check in on Kitty. 2 of them. Okay. 10 pines. So I guess this game doesn't have that mod running where it'll tell me not to bother defending. Holy crap, look at all these people. Complete. What a crowd of people. How many people we got here? I thought I depopulated 17 people. Okay. I had a mod that allowed me to have 50 people, settlers. Now, I don't know if that had anything to do with my nav mesh broke. Navigation mesh. Like, it's how NPCs know 50 people. Wow. Yeah, because then you could grow a lot of food. I could have a lot of dancers. I could have a lot of artillery. I could have a lot of stores. I had a lot of, a lot. But the nav mesh was broken. So you know how if you've ever watched your NPCs, they all get out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning and they kind of walk in single file out of the building or the buildings that they're in, and they walk to their jobs. They know where their jobs are. Sometimes they'll bump into something, but they navigate around that stuff. And you can walk up to one of them and say, "Hey, I want you to do a different job." You'll see them hesitate, and then they'll turn and they'll start walking towards that job and they'll find it. Or you can tell someone to move to another settlement. You'll see the number of people drop by one. And usually within a day, that person will start walking across the map and eventually show up. Nobody was moving. Nobody was finding their jobs. Um, this one girl kept reporting to where the job used to be. She was the hair cutter, the barber, but I moved the barber chair across the settlement to a different place and she never found it. She kept going back to the original place, and in questioning online, the AI, it had mentioned a broken nav mesh. And so now I'm like trying to fix my nav mesh in this game here, not the game on the other computer. So everything's in the green. I don't see broken food. Oh, I see something up here that's broken. Oh, this is what attacked us. These things aren't broken, or these guys would not be standing on them. These guys are moving, so they're not broken. I've got 284 defense, which is a lot. On my other game, some of the highest values for attackers' power, like my power here, my defensive power, 284. The Raiders' offensive power, 16, 20, maybe 34. So when you got defense like that, you don't even have to come here. at least when that mod was in effect. Sometimes I'm a little uncertain. It might not matter how much defense you have. If you don't show up, there's a chance of damage. Probably less of a chance if you have a lot of defense, but there's a chance of damage. I like that mod because it would calculate how much defense you had, how much offense the enemy had, and it would say chance of failure 0%, don't even show. I'm like, yeah, now you're talking my language. Don't even show. Okay, so we can do that. I like to take everything. The way I understand it, the more stuff in the shop, the higher the chance of being attacked. And you're too heavy to move. And I've got a scrap everything mod that often lets me scrap raiders, ghouls. It will not let me scrap mutants though. And it's out of bounds, so I'm not going to be able to scrap it. So we leave it there till it unspawns. And there was a bunch of shooting going on down here. Come on, this goblin's looking for loot. Why? Just because I'm a loot goblin. That's all. I don't need any of it, but I want it. That's all I can do to not pick those silt beans and those ferns over there. Oh. My timer went off. Brownies are done. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Yeah, you can't mess around. You can't mess around when it comes to brownies and cookies in the oven. An extra 30 seconds can burn a cookie. An extra 2 or 3 minutes can overcook your brownies. Okay, our job is done here. So in trying to fix the nav mesh, I got rid of all the extra people. Got it down to 20. Let's see. Let's see. True, LOL. Yeah. And this box of brownies was different. I mean, I know I've got those directions memorized, but this one, it wanted 2 tablespoons of water instead of a quarter cup. It wanted 2 eggs instead of 3. It wanted to be cooked for 33 minutes instead of 40 minutes. Yeah. So I thought since I was talking about NavMesh, I would come here and see if it's fixed. Now, this seems to be an intermittent problem. I'm not healing, and I'm pumping on this water. Well, I meant to drink water, but I took a stim pack instead. And I might as well farm her caps. Okay, this mod. Game sounds a little bit low in my ears, but I'm okay with that. So typically what I try to do is buy all the frag grenades and all the Molotovs and all the missiles. And then I look at my ammo and their ammo. Let me see how my ammo is doing. You know, in early levels on higher difficulties, ammo scarcity becomes a thing. It's like, what? I ran out of shotgun shells? That was my favorite weapon. Or, oh, great, I got the deliverer and I got 10 millimeter rounds left. Well, I can see I have thousands of rounds here. But, I've been using the 10 millimeter pretty hard. Wow, there's some coin. Wow. I don't use energy weapons. Just not my thing. I love the deliverer. I love the overseer's guardian. And I love explosive build and heavy gunner build. I love the quad barrel missile launcher and grenades. Yeah, I got me some fusion cores here. The list is so long. Okay, 80 mini nukes, 197 missiles. Okay, so I'm in pretty good shape. Shotgun shell. I got to set myself up with a shoddy. Since I'm here, let me do some weapon maintenance. So 240 grand, and that's not cheat caps. I actually made those caps by farming her caps and others. Well, let's see. Something broke in my weight carrying capacity. You notice my weight carrying capacity is like 4,000 pounds. I've got a settlement transfer hat. It's a mod. Lets me carry 2,000 pounds. Somehow I took it off and it did not take off the extra weight capacity. And when I put it back on, it doubled the weight capacity. And now when I take it off, it kept the double weight capacity. I watched some guy show and teach how to do a exploit. And I'm not going to be able to repeat it, but you do something really funny with clicking your buttons, just the right buttons, just really fast and spamming them while you're in the workshop mode, trying to either build or do something with a certain weapon or a round. And if you fiddle with the buttons fast enough, you can get a pipe pistol to shoot mini um, mini nukes. You don't need the mini nukes. All you need is the 38 rounds that a pipe pistol takes. So as fast as you can pull the trigger on your pipe pistol, it's shooting mini nukes. And it's damaging as though it were mini nukes. I don't know how this guy figured that out, but there was also something like that happened when I was doing my weight thing. Something glitched, and I got all this weight capacity now. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I played survival mode, you know. It's all, you know, how much grinding do you want to do? I've done the weight managing thing where, okay, I've got 140 pounds and I'm overweight. Let me drop something, fast travel home, load everything up in my storage boxes. Let me fast travel back to where I was, find where I left my stuff, pick up another 140 pounds. I'll go through a complex doing the dungeon crawl. Wow, that's wild. Surprised it was patched. Well, maybe it was patched or it wasn't patched. I never did it, and that was like a couple years ago when I heard about it. But it was a YouTube video. He walked you through it, told you how to do it, told you how it's not going to be automatic. You got to fiddle with them buttons and time it just right and spam them really fast while you're doing this other thing. And somehow you glitch the code and the engine just, you know, kind of chokes on it for a second and you end up with something really super powerful. I've got a mod. I haven't used it in a while. It's I unactivated it. It's fun as hell. It's a minigun that shoots missiles. Now you got to have the missiles, but with a cheat code, you can just give yourself 500 missiles at the click of a couple buttons. So I like to go down to Libertalia with that and just open up on that place. Or if you're up on top of a building, you can just shoot down onto the streets. It would be a really cool thing. It's a oh, what's that place where the treasure? I forget the name of the settlement. Anyway, you get up on top of a building, and when you've got a lot of critters down below, you can just lay waste to the whole everything around. But you can't use it in a building, you can't use it in close quarters. She's got 3 grand. Oh, I must have invested in her shop. Yeah, so there's the hazmat suit. I always carry it because I can. And my armor class is probably something crazy stupid. So I used to have a mod where I could get children as settlers, but there was only two versions, the boy and the girl, and all the boys look the same, all the girls look the same. Here there's children, but they're enemies, and I end up with their clothes, but I've never had one as a settler, but I'm not willing to sell the clothes yet. Okay. I wasn't sure if I had armor on or not. If you notice what I'm wearing, it's a mod, but I also have armor on, but it's invisible. That's vanilla. Once you get at a high enough level and pick the right perks, you can color your armor invisible. So my character gets to look as cool as she does without looking like she's wearing a bunch of weird armor pieces that just kind of spoil the look. Now, I don't hear my wife on the phone anymore. And I didn't hear her come out of the room. She's right across the hallway. I would hear her. So she doesn't smell those brownies. I can't believe it. So before she falls back asleep, I'm going to go bring her in a brownie on a plate. This will only take 2 minutes. I'll be right back. She's so psyched. She worked hard today. Her and her sister. Her sister came over here and they were doing setting up a bunch of Christmas decorations. We go crazy over here with the decorations. A lot of it's tedious and time consuming, and it's hard to get it to line up and look really just because, they tend to be kind of anal and they want it just right. I got an awful lot of mining helmets. Oh, be careful. Oh, okay, we'll stop right there. We'll give her 4 caps change. Okay, we'll call that good. And tomorrow's the hardest part of the decoration is, okay, here's some of the nav mesh problems. These people can't find their way into this building. to do their jobs. I had to blast a hole in this wall here and put these stairs. Just, well, this woman found her job, but sometimes she can't. And there's 4 dancing pads right here. Okay, well, she found her way. These other girls, I think, are all dancers. Yeah, no. Here's a broken clothing mod, leaves them in their underwear. She's at anyway. No, we're not talking to you, Piper, because, again, let's see if the... what did I... this chick used to be the barber. There's such a lag when you go into the build menu. So it says she's unassigned. Now I was pretty sure I assigned her to one of these. But now I'm not sure. And how did that get so askewed like that? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Where's the barber chair? It used to be right in there. So let's make her the barber. Experiment. Don't you go nowhere. You just go over here somewhere. And where do I find the barber chair? Where's the barber chair? Is it a decoration? Where's the barber? Is that crafting? Barber chair, barber chair. Resources. Miscellaneous resources? No. Here we go. So I'm thinking right there. You still here? You took off that quick? Where'd you go? And the other thing I was finding is, okay, I got 50 people. I see 10. Come on. It's the first I saw that mod. The first time I tried it. Okay, there she is. So let's command her. Well, you can move really fast in the building mode. With I guess it's a mod. It's been a building mode mod. Okay, it says it's assigned. It appears to be assigned. Let's check her and see if she's assigned. She's coming. It looks like she's assigned. Let's see if she can find it. That would be a good thing. And I think I know what's breaking the nav mesh for these people. I think it's the stairs. Let's command her to go to the stair. And then when she's on the stair, where the hell did she go? So she's having trouble with the stair. So let's send her to this stair. And then send her to that stair. She's not doing the stair thing right. This is why okay, so what about you? Can you do the stair? Okay. Let's try something different for stairs. What to do? I wonder. There's a wood stair, upper shack floor. This one. This is just an experiment. It looks like absolute crap. That one didn't go in the right spot. Where did it go? There, well, there it goes. Well, now, can you do that? Come on, you're right there. Come on. I was warned against using scrap and everything mod because it'll scrap a bunch of the invisible path lines that like create nav mesh. That's a layman's way of saying it. Okay, you're there, but can you walk up the stairs? Piper's back. Okay. Let's try to fix you. How about you put some clothes on? So I got a piece of armor that's not invisible. She's wearing a drifter outfit. Really? I do have a clothing mod that's broken. does this. Clean black suit, clean gray suit. No, we're not having this conversation. Where's the other naked chick? She's a dancer. She can't find her job. She's a model. Okay, she can be an underwear model. We'll leave her. She'll be the only one that's walking around in her underwear. So I'm not sure if I have a nav mesh problem or not. Let's go tell somebody to move. Let's see, an hour and 18. What's your job? This is that. Oh, okay. Well, she found her job. What's your job? Okay, you're working food. He's supposed to be working food. I think I broke this. I buried it. Get off it. Go over there. I said, go over there. I got a push mod, but I don't know if it's I don't think it works in this game. Yeah, so there's a good 30-second lag when you try to get into the workshop mode. It just takes 30 seconds to. I had it once. Oh, there it was. There. Let's move it. Boy, you too just can't get enough of it, can you? See, she's thinking, it's not here anymore. It's not here anymore. Where is it? Okay, let's save that. This is a little bit more appropriate, right? Making out behind the bushes. I caught you. Now maybe this guy will stop leaving his job, because I think that that activity marker was a little bit too close. He kept being magnetized over towards it. Okay. So this is good. Carla's here. See? See? She keeps coming back here. She keeps coming back here. Ah. Okay. So, no, no. Put that back. Let's assign her to something else. Somehow she's broke. Sometimes the game engine will reset itself. Okay, so now she's working food. Let me take someone that's working food and put them as a barber and see how that works. It's assigned. Now, will she go to the barber chair or will she go down to where it used to be? Oh no. Don't go down there. Don't go down there. Oh, she's going to go down. So turn this way, this way, this way, this way. It don't look good. Son of a bitch. So somehow when I placed that down there, it left a permanent, unmovable. Oh, oh, oh. Because my next solution is going to be to make a barber shop right here. Just make a barber shop right here. So the caravans were broke. They were always here. Oh, let's go see what, yeah, see, they're all here. Well, they're not all here. I love this cricket mod. Excuse me? What did you say? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to push the guy that's gonna. I'm sorry, what did you say? You gonna waste somebody? How you gonna do that when you're on the ground? Yeah, run away. Sorry, cricket. I love you. I like her original outfit, but she's even better. I just love her her lines are just so good. Um, weapons, uh, too much frag. Give me the frags and the Molotovs. One Molotov. That's all I really need. But I can farm your caps, I think. Let's sell a bunch of useless weapons. I really don't like automatics. I don't like the melees. I like the combat rifle. How do you not like this? Combat sniper, huh? I'm not much for giving my settler sniper rifles, though. Kellogg's pistol. Yeah. Might be time to put this on the rack. I'll give it a try and see how clunky it is. I'm so used to deliver just being able to pop, 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 pop. You know, I don't like the pop, pop. Meanwhile, you'd been shot twice by the guy with the flames, and you're half dead. $50 cal, yeah, but it's so slow. 4 shots. 4 shots. 128. I'll hang on to it for a minute. Yeah. I take the damage, I multiply it by the fire rate, then I multiply it by the accuracy. Or divide by the reciprocal of the accuracy. Or, yeah, I don't know how to say it right now, but say the accuracy is 50. I would divide my number by 5, by 1/2. And if the accuracy was 75%, you get it. That's how I find out how good a weapon is. But I'm not doing complicated math in my head right now. The 45 round is what gives this thing its power. Accuracy sucks. Oh, 42 pipe pistols. Yeah, we got some weight there. Most of the pipe weapons are useless as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I meant to do this and I didn't. break tape.